half years ago, I was someone who was in financial distress. I actually come from a corporate background, worked in the IT field for over 10 years. And then I was without a job for over a year. And that took a huge financial hit on my family's financial, just our stability. And so I was looking for a way at the time, because I had 2 little ones, to be able to stay home, but to still bring in some additional income that could help support my family. And so our home was in foreclosure. At the time, I felt very hopeless. And thank God I was able to meet an amazing lady who we will hear from later on today. But she shared with me an opportunity that truly transformed not only our financial health, but our physical health. And, you know, when you are able to get rid of the burden of those type of issues, it really helps you mentally also. And so I'm excited to have this as an ongoing call and to have different topics each week in which can empower each one of us on this call, and to help, you know, maybe bring an answer to some unanswered prayers, or just to help widen your knowledge in this area. So I'm super excited. I've partnered with the Juice Plus company, and this event has been sponsored by Juice Plus. And the women that will be sharing tonight also have partnered with this company, and they're going to be sharing their stories and how this opportunity has changed them. And the first person I want to introduce is a very dynamic, amazing lady. She's a wife. She's ex-military. She shares that she used to jump out of planes, which, if that's not amazing, I don't know what is. And she has an amazing story to share with all of you. So I would love to hand this over to Beverly Brandenson.
Thank you.
Take it away.
Thank you, Michelle. And I just tell you, I'm just so honored for such an amazing opportunity, and to be able to, as Michelle mentioned, not just partner with an amazing company, but partner with amazing people. And you've got that with Michelle and Sharon on this line. And I'm just excited. So thank you. So I'm going to, make this as quick as possible, because I really am, passionate about what I do. I'm actually living my purpose and my passion with just truly possibilities that are endless. And my journey actually started 14 years ago. And as Michelle mentioned, I'm in the military, the Army, jumping out of planes and running 4 or 5 miles a day, and thought I was the Bionic Woman. And for the younger ones on the line, Wonder Woman, now that she's in the box office, and chronic fatigue set in. Make a long story short, after 2 years fighting with the doctors, then finally having half of my face go numb and losing taste sensories and right arm paralysis. Yeah, they believed me, ran further tests, ruled out a lot of stuff, and ended on multiple sclerosis. So that was life altering. Because I will tell you right now that plan A, B, and C truly was the military. I had a very successful career and never thought I would have to get out of the military. And that's what ended up happening. And in that transition, we were very fortunate, my husband and I, to actually have some wonderful neighbors who lived across the street, who treat us like their children. And my husband was fighting Crohn's back then, a horrible stomach issue. And it made sense to us. They sat us down, introduced us to the Juice Plus. And it was Jetson food for me, which was really neat, that I can get fruits and vegetables in a capsule and bridge the gap for what we need, or what we should be doing and what we aren't doing. So with that transition out the military, I was never interested in network marketing or any business like this. It never had crossed my mind. And I just knew that career ending, unplanned situation in life left me at a crossroad. And I needed to do something. And so when I started to learn more about the product, and it was working for both my husband and I decided it was $50. Let me just join the business, at the same time, basically to get the discount. And I knew I could share it with my parents, my husband's parents, my siblings, and maybe his brother and wife, and they would support us. And they did. And I got that little check and I was like, what? I didn't even do anything for that. That's amazing. So it really started to just take on a life of its own. And I was enjoying what I was doing and seeing the results. Then my parents started sharing it with their friends, and my siblings started sharing it with their friends. And then my good friends started to, believe what I was saying, and people saw the changes going on in me. And for the first 7 years, honestly, it was like a hobby. I was having fun with it. And then 2012 was a pretty significant year in my life. It was actually the worst year of my life. And I, to make a long story short, came to another crossroad in life. I was at another crossroad in life as far as what did I want to do with my life again. I had lost my mother that year. My marriage was in a very difficult spot that year. And I didn't know what I wanted to do, but the one thing I can say is that year, through all of that, my residual income check was over $1,000 each month that year. That was significant because we have other investments and none of them were bringing in that much a month by itself. So that was like a wow moment, a wake-up call. So I got serious about the business then and got deliberate and intentional and, got to the next level, started to grow a bigger team and really walk into this amazing opportunity that we have with this company, not just the company, but the perfect products and the perfect timing for the health and wellness industry. So my belief in those three, and then belief in myself that, yes, you know what, this is actually something that's real and that I can actually do and impact lives for generations to come. I just can't even put that into words, what that feels like. So needless to say, we're going into 2018 and we are now we moved from Georgia now to Virginia. And that's the beautiful thing about this business. I was able to pick up, and land at a beautiful place with other beautiful people on the same mission. And it was funny, I needed to share this. My sister saw a post and she says to me, it doesn't even look like you skipped a beat. Like, did you move? Because I left some amazing friends and team in Georgia, which I still have. And I just come and get and just go to another place and get another one. So that was a beautiful thing. And so now I didn't get my star in the military, becoming a general officer as I had planned, but God in his infinite wisdom has so much better plans because I have all my health back. I'm on no medication, haven't had to take a Tylenol, Motrin, aspirin almost 10 years. And I'm in control of my health. And my husband is. He has had no flare-ups with that, Crohn's diagnosis. And so it's just been a really blessing. I'm honored, Michelle, Sharon, thank you guys for such an amazing opportunity to share. But this, ladies, is very real. And the team that I'm on, they want to empower 500 women. So my goal is I want to empower 500 women on my team to live lives of purpose, passion, and possibilities. So thanks, Michelle. Hope that's good.
That was perfect. That was perfection. And I love how you ended that with wanting to help empower other women. And I believe that all of the people that are on here that are part of this community, that is our passion too, to help empower others the way that we've been empowered. And so you mentioned Juice Plus, and I will briefly show what Juice Plus is. It is 30 fruits and vegetables that have been concentrated powders put into capsules and gummies. So if you are over 30 and you ever watch the Jetsons, it's like Jetsons food come to life. And then we also have a plant-based protein powder. It comes in vanilla. Can you see it? Comes in vanilla. It comes in chocolate. Well, my family loves the chocolate, so I'm out of chocolate. Didn't even know it happened. I went to make chocolate and there was no chocolate. but it's another way to get a vegan source of protein in your body every day, which will total the amount of plants that you're getting every day to over 45 plants in your diet on a daily basis. And I mean, imagine trying to eat that every day. And I love something that my friend Sharon says is, a lot of the things that are in that shake, as good as it tastes, you would not eat it if it was in its raw form on a plate. Like, I'm not eating blue-green algae. I mean, there's really amazing ingredients in these products, and they're superfoods, things our bodies are desperately wanting to stay healthy and in optimal health. And so with that being said, just to feed on what Beverly was talking about, I want to share with you guys some statistics that I heard recently from an amazing financial advisor.
Said he wasn't coming.
And he says that there's a few fears out there for us women. 80% of women will experience being widowed by the age of 57. And that can be pretty scary, to lose your significant other who is helping financially in the household. Then we have 80% of Americans have more debt than assets. And there's a lot of uncertainty with our economy. So that's not something we can totally depend on. Then you have, if you have children, the rising costs of college. I know college has probably tripled in price since I was in college, and I was there only 17 years ago. So it's incredible to think of these things. And then the fact that, you know, those of us who are probably over the ages of 30 and 40, we have aging parents that we may have to take care of. These are all things that, you know, approach and come up as issues as we get older, and concerns for us. And as women, we need to be empowered and have plans in order to handle those situations and not lose our mental health trying to handle those situations. So just some things to think about. Our next speaker, her name is Tawana. She is an entrepreneur and business owner, and she's going to be sharing with us her take on how this opportunity has changed her physically, mentally, and financially. Thank you, Tawana, for joining us tonight.
Hi, everybody. I'm really excited to be here. I really am. It's really something that Michelle is passionate about, especially inspiring people. And I'm one of those people that she inspired. I actually fell in love with the Tower Gardens. So I'm a vegetarian. And when I saw the Tower Garden, I was like, wow, I gotta have one of those. I just gotta have one. I wind up getting two. and it was amazing, the way how fast it grows, how much food it actually supplies to everybody. So I was really excited to have that. But that wasn't just enough, because I started seeing everybody in the Tower Garden community and as well as the Juice Plus community. They were just glowing. They were looking fabulous. And I'm like, wait a minute, I'm a vegetarian and I don't even feel that good. I mean, I have to motivate myself to get up out of the bed. And I just had to, I mean, I'm doing everything that I thought that I was doing and getting the right nutrition that I thought that I was doing, but it just was not enough. So I said, let me try Juice Plus. You know, my sister Sonia is like, she offered it to me and I'm like, no, I don't really need it. But then I decided to take a look at it because she was looking really good, healthy. And I started taking Juice Plus and miracles just started to happen. I mean, I started my mom on it, my husband, I got my children on it. I mean, it really has made a transformation in our lives, a big transformation. I'm so happy to be a part of that community as well, because being a business owner, you know, when you're looking for stability in your own business, and you're up, you're down, and being a business owner, sometimes you have a good month, sometimes you have a good bad month, and you just, you know, you're looking for that stability, something that's going to make it fly like that. And that is actually what Juice Plus has done for me. Not only has it helped my mother with her diabetes, she has neuropathy in her legs, and her A1C was really, really high when she came to live with us. And since she started flooding her body with those fruits and vegetables, her A1C has gone from a 9 all the way down to a 7. Now, I don't know if that is the cause of her diabetes coming down, or, you know, I don't know. But ever since she has been flooding her body with the Juice Plus, things have been happening. She's moving a lot better. She's not complaining so much of the pain that she's having. And she loves vegetables. When my mother came to live with me, you couldn't get her to eat vegetables. I mean, except for collard greens. She would tear some collard greens up. But on that Tower Garden, she just would walk out there and started nibbling on okras and cucumbers, and she just would go out there. I just couldn't keep anything on the Tower Garden without her eating it. So now she just loves it. And as far as the income wise, it really has helped my business, where I can actually hire employees. I don't work doing my business anymore. I actually have people that work for me, and I do my Juice Plus business. So it has given my company that I own, the stability, and giving me the financial passion and the financial stability to just actually do the things that I actually want to do, which is actually help people to change their lives so that their body can actually work at better speed and be, you know, just the transformation that I receive. I think everybody should actually receive it. I think it's Wendy who actually says we're doing a disservice when we do not share this. So that's the main thing. And that resonated with me, because every time I look at a person and you see them ailing and it's a friend or some stranger, you're like, wait a minute, if I don't share this, I'm doing them a disservice. So I put that in my head, and it's no longer me trying to actually sell something. I am helping them. I'm helping them along the way to actually help them to heal, just like it's doing for my family, the same thing they can do for their family. I think that's about it.
That was awesome, Tawana. Thank you so much. And it's funny how you tied into, I just realized your mom is now with you. So you have that aging parent that now is part of your financial responsibility. And thank God that you have this additional income to help with that, and not only help with the financial aspect, but also the physical aspect of dealing with the diabetes and helping to control that. Because I know my father has diabetes, and so I know that can be rough to deal with, but having that as a resource is just phenomenal. So thank you so much, Tawana, for sharing. And Tawana mentioned our Tower Garden, and I'm going to see if you guys can see this. Can you guys see that amazing thing? So when I met Tawana, she was so enamored by the Tower Gardens that she just purchased 2 up front. She was like, I don't care, I just want 2. This is amazing. And she truly has a green thumb for this thing. She has amazing produce she gets from her tower. It has traveled with her across the state. They have traveled with her across the state. And we love our Tower Gardens. Here in South Florida, we're able to grow outdoors all year long. In other parts of the country, you can grow it indoors and outdoors. Even if it's snowing outside, you can have it indoors with grow lights. And it's an aeroponic, hydroponic growing system. It can be 5 foot tall or 6 foot tall, and it grows 20 to 28 types of different produce right there on your patio, which is pretty amazing. Mm-hmm. And so it really is that concept of farm to the table, where your farm is right there, you're picking it, and you're getting the most nutrients possible from your produce, which is great to hear, because it's hard for us to get that today. And so our next speaker is one of my mentors. She has been a huge part of my development, my growth. She has empowered me in so many ways. And I just can't wait for you guys to hear from her, because I owe a lot to her sharing and being bold with me that day about Juice Plus and the business opportunity behind it. And trust me, I definitely am in a better place physically, mentally, and financially thanks to her. And so she is a mother of 3. She has 2 master's degrees, and she is an amazing wife. And she is, I feel, a leader to many, but just is yet so humble. And so I would love to introduce Sharon Farrar, who's looking a little shy over there. but I just would love for you to share your experience and
Well, I was
all
trying
that
to
you
mute my older son. He's doing dishes. I'm like, stop. I empowered him to do dishes.
That's right.
I'm like, stop. Anyway, so it's so great to see you guys on here tonight. And I don't know which part interests you the most. So I just, my mind is going in a million directions as far as what I would love to share with you. And there's just so many things. So I don't even know what's going to come out of my mouth. And a lot of times I'm okay with that because I feel like it's, you know, something that maybe you need to hear, and it's maybe from God, you know, sometimes. So, but basically I'll start sharing my story, but I can't wait to hit on those topics that you've outlined, Michelle, of physical, mental, and financial health. And I do feel like we're better people to be in this community, you know, and there's no ifs, ands, or buts. We might sound freaky about that, but we are a like-minded, health-conscious community of people. And it's like just as great to be with these people as your own family. And it might not make sense to a lot of people, but it is so awesome. And we grow together, and we have personal growth together, and we all are getting healthy together. And we share simple changes that help our health and help our finances and mental health. So I love that topic. And definitely empowering women is something I feel like I've done, you know, and that's what makes me feel really good, you know, to pass on a legacy that will live on beyond me, you know, and it's only because I did it and then I teach others. You know, it's not like I came to the table with anything different than anybody else, but just put one foot in front of the other. And so I am a leader in the company. I'm what's called a national marketing director, and I got there within like 7 years, but I was not a healthy eater. So if you're sitting there thinking, well, I could never do this, I'm not a healthy eater. Well, I was pretty much the worst eater. And I had the immune system to go along with it. I never knew anything about fruits and vegetables. And so it was like, I was like a kid in a candy shop to really learn all that I learned through this company. We have a network of healthcare professionals and athletic trainers and all types of professionals that we learn from. And it really inspires you every day to just live a little bit better every single day. And so we try to pass that along. And our company's mission statement is to inspire healthy living around the world. And so we're working on that all the time. We're trying to inspire ourselves because part of it is to really lead ourselves, and then we can lead others too. So anyway, just getting healthy with Juice Plus gave me more energy as far as physical health, you know, and so then I automatically started sharing it with other people. And I was a high school guidance counselor. I did not need another job. And I love that sometimes we call these events changing lifestyles events. You know, I grew up in a family where you drop a baby off to daycare. There is no visions of, you know, staying home with your kids. That wasn't even anything that was ever on my radar. And thankfully, through this business, my eyes were open that that was even a possibility, because I went back for that perfect job, to have that pigeonhole degree that goes with that perfect job that would maybe let me off over the summer, and also at 3 o'clock, you know, in the afternoon, to be off with my kids. I didn't know there was anything better than that. And so I wouldn't have even known to guide people in that as high school students that I was counseling. But I just kept doing whatever they said as far as sharing Juice Plus with other people. And before long, like Beverly was saying, you know, I paid for the mortgage. And I was like, what just happened? You know, and it was just over time that it was like, oh, Sharon, you're a leader. Like, what? You know? and so, you know, this virtual franchise really teaches you. It teaches you about better health. It teaches you about finances, and really taking control of your finances by having residual income. And so it's like having a hit record on a radio station that keeps playing. If you help people get healthy with Juice Plus because you know they're not eating enough fruits and vegetables, this is a way to get 30 every single day. And it's a great habit. It's a simple habit. You just pop some capsules, and we're not saying don't eat fruits and vegetables, but the reality is people might eat 2 statistically a day. That's not going to help all the different syndromes and disorders that are out there. So 30 raw vine ripened fruits, vegetables, and berries. And the rainbow, that's done significant things for people, thousands of people. And so anyway, just going out and sharing that, and being able to lead others and help other people share that, then that's really how I became a leader. And then just teaching people. But I want to make sure I comment on those 3 categories. So physical health for me, I am now 51, feel better than when I was 20, basically, because I have the right fuel in my body. I go and play racquetball, and I hate to say it, but sometimes even 3 hours, which seems just so like obscene that I'm able to do that. And I feel great. You know, I play against guys, and Beverly probably loves that because she's like, all right. Anyway, so, you know, to feel that vitality of when I was like a teenager and I would ride my bike to go play racquetball with kids in the neighborhood, it's just, you know, great. So being able to do that, being able to stay up later, get up early, stay up late, burn the candle at both ends, and know that you have concentrated nutrition to keep you fueled with our Complete and our Juice Plus. I mean, I rely on those things because I still am not a perfect eater. I've made a lot of simple changes, but still not perfect. So these are tools that I use, and for my family, to all stay out of the doctor's office, be on the wellness prevention side. So physical health, can't say enough about that. Mental health, you know, that is the new buzz thing to talk about now. And it starts with the microbiome, you know, that they say that's the second brain, the gut. And so it's important. My pediatrician, she has 3 recommendations. And she is all about brain health. And one is Juice Plus. The other is a probiotic, which helps build your intestinal bacteria. And the other is to reduce or stay away from dairy. So as much as we could do that, and knowing that Juice Plus helps reduce oxidative stress in the brain, that's very important. And that our company just came out with an omega blend that will help the brain, very important. And mental health is so important. I spoke with somebody today whose child, 26, I mean, off the grid, just had problems with mental health. And then there's a lot of, you know, teenagers and different people that are depressed and they're not eating the right foods. You know, food is fuel, and really they're kind of messing with our food right now. We need something to help bridge that gap. And so our company has always been the forerunner in that. So mental health, definitely. And just this business of sharing and helping people, Dr. William Sears calls it a helper's high. We get that every single day by helping people. And that's good for mental health because we're contributing to society. And financial health, you know, like I said, I always thought I would just have that job for the rest of my life. My kids would be dropped to daycare or whatever. But because this job replaced my income, and we bring in about 5 figures, you know, a month with this particular Juice Plus company paycheck, you know, it's been able to let us be home with the kids. And so my mission became very early on. I saw that either people were dropping their kids off to daycare, or the moms would be home, but they wouldn't be able to do anything. They couldn't even leave the house because they had no income, or they didn't want to ask their husbands for income. So talk about empowering women. They want their own income. A lot of women that I talk to. And so this vehicle provides a way for them to do that, you know, and I can't be more passionate about that. For them to be able to stay home with their kids and create a significant income, that is my mission to help other mommies. And, you know, obviously I help other people too, but mommies are, you know, on my heart because I was able to do that. And because I was home, I was able to realize another dream, which was to have another baby 7 years later after my 2 boys than I had the girl, because I was still home and I was able to. So, you know, you never know what kinds of dreams will come true with this virtual franchise, but, you know, everybody could have more if they really stretch themselves and take a chance with things like this. Hope that helped.
That was incredible. Thank you so much, Sharon.
Thanks.
I will. No, you are great. I am a living testament to Sharon sharing and empowering a woman. She's been able to empower me, and now I was that mom that was at home with my kids and could not even afford to go to Chick-fil-A. So, or if I did, I only got the fries. So look at me now. I'm in a new house. I definitely have a change in lifestyle, and there's no price you can put on that type of empowerment. And it really means a lot to me. And I feel like my mission is similar to Sharon's, to where I want to pass on what was shared with me, because it truly was a gift. And so stay tuned. We plan to do these calls ongoing and have some different themes and topics that can empower you in other areas. But just thank you so much for taking time out of your Thursday night to join us and to listen in. And if you have any feedback or comments, please share it with us. Would love to know how we could possibly improve or make it better. But thank you to all the guests that came on here and shared. Thank you, T. Thank you, Beverly. And thank you, Sharon. And we look forward to having even more guests in the future to share their stories with us too. So thank you so much, everyone. Have a fantastic night.